What about sound now? Any sound now? Okay, are we good then? Oh my gosh, so y'all can see and hear me okay. You know what? I went through Chrome this time. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe I just needed to go through Chrome. Um, so to give you an idea, looks like that everything goes through my software, and so I don't even need to look at the screen except to view the chat. Is that right? Do you all see where it says live stream begins shortly, and then on the bottom, donations welcome but not required? I just want to make sure that you all see um, what you're supposed to see. And I think we're lagging a little bit, but not too bad. Maybe not. All right. So how is everyone? I'm trying to close out some of these windows. Oh, good. Everything's in sync, as opposed to Backstreet Boys, right? Uh, yeah, that was a bad joke. Well, I'm glad everything appears to be working. Cool. So, uh-oh. Now it says the output is low. But as long as you say we're good, right? Are we still good? Hey, Chris, are we still good? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. So really, this chat really is just kind of. I didn't really have a lot planned. I just wanted to kind of get my channel going and see who all wanted to subscribe and see what all y'all wanted to know and tell you more about myself. You know, I've been a coin collector since I was 5 years old, and I've made so many wonderful friends. My At the time he was my mom's friend, but became my stepdad. Got me interested in collecting when I was 5, and by the time I was 8, I was being mentored by Bill Fiva. So, kind of it's been a very good hobby to me, very much so, and I've had a lot of wonderful fun. I met Bob there, Bob in chat. I met him. We were going to summer seminar together, and I met him. Bob, when was the first show that I met you? I can't remember when that was. The very first one we met. Was that in Orlando? He went to a Money Talks presentation that I did at one of the ANA shows. Yeah, 2016. Yeah, that was fun. Bob's a great guy. Any publications that show specific writing values. Honestly, what I use, keep in mind this is retail. By the way, to give you an idea how much I use this thing, was that really Paula? I had no idea. Oh, this is cool. I gotta show y'all this. To my very good friend and fellow numismatist David Smock. I hope you enjoy the book and find many of the varieties for your collection. Kindest personal regards, Bill Fiva, 9/29/15. And they really need to come out with another edition so that I don't have to hold on to this one because this one's falling apart. I'll tell you my favorite things to collect. I don't know if y'all know about well, I'm sure you do, but if you don't know about them, you need to look for them because they're abundant and they're very, very cool. And that is, if I can find them, Bob. You probably know what I'm gonna. You probably know what I'm gonna mention, and that is, where'd they go? I can't find it. Oh, really? Yeah, I was actually gonna call him, and I didn't. I was gonna call him yesterday, and then, hey, Ken's back. So these are my favorite to collect. The uh, two feather varieties. That feather on the back of his neck or behind his neck should be there, and it's missing because of dye abrasion. Ken, I was going to tell you. I know you had a chat going on. Uh, I just started this chat just kind of as an informal thing, and so uh, if there's a better night for me to do it and time, let me know because I'd much rather go to yours than you have to come to mine. you're like I said, I'd just much rather go to yours. So let me know. Uh, Here's my other. This is the fifth edition, volume two. This one's really in need of some work. But yeah, so Ken, let me know. I don't want to interrupt your live streams with mine. I'm so glad to have you here, though. We have, I don't know how many watchers. I can't see right now. Wednesday is Ken. Okay. Wednesday. That'll work. And did it just say I'm offline still? No, I'm not offline, am I? Okay. I'll do that, Ken. I don't know what night people are. I don't know when's good for others. I'm just doing this because it's fun. But if there's a night that's good for everybody, y'all let me know. Um, Ken, I was going to show you something with. Hey, Bob, are you still there? I wanted to show you something and see what you thought. Bob in chat sent me a photo. He found a um, an 1888 Indian synth that's very, very, very brutally damaged, but it almost, at least from some of the pictures he sent me, looks like it's an 8/7, and we're trying to figure out if it is or not. So let me. We wanted to get your advice. All right, that sounds great. Let me show you what this what his coin looks like. I'm gonna add probably a couple of pictures. Okay, browse. Let me find it real quick. but it sure looks like there's a 7 on there to me. But hey, how's it going? I had some technical difficulties. This is one picture. Hang on, let me load it up. And then let me show you the other picture. It doesn't have the CUD, but there is something, it looks like, under this 8 right here. Oh, well, yeah, look at that 8. Does that look like there's something at the bottom left? Is that a possible 8 over 7? It's a really badly damaged coin, but that, I don't know, it just looks like it to me, but I don't know. I wanted to get your advice. Am I still live? Hello? Bob. Bob, I'm so excited for summer seminar. In case y'all don't know, the American Numismatic Association has uh, it's called Summer Seminar every summer, and they do it. It used to be 1 week, but it's now 2 weeks, and you go there and you take a class, literally 9 to 5 with a lunch break in between, for about 4 or 5 days, about your whatever you like in the hobby. They've got grading courses. They've got errors and varieties, which I'm taking again. I took it when I was 17, no, 16, under James Wiles, and I'm taking it again 17 years later. But the else, do you see that coin that I'm talking about? Oh, really? I hope so, because it I would hate for that to be an 8 over 7, because it's very well, I'll show you what the other I'll show you what the coin itself looks like. It's messed up. How do I do this? Properties, maybe? Please do, Bill. I mean, Bob. Sorry. I'm, this is the coin. As you can see, it's got a massive head wound. Uh, but I did an overlay. I can't talk. I did an overlay, and it really matched up with that 7, except for in the center of the 8. So I didn't know. I thought you'd know. Yeah, it's horrible. Um, has anyone seen uh, Jessica Johnson? I wanted to. I've got some stuff for Tyler. I wanted to show. Also, if you guys join Koneka or the ANA, let me know, and I will send you, because this is kind of cool. Bill Fiva gave these to me a few years ago. Uh, it's it's an autographed counterfeit detection guide. The average, I think they retail for about $10. But Bill gave me these for free because they weren't made right, and the pages are messed up. So that this is page 4, and this is page 5, but they still work. So if you join the ANA or Konica, I will send you one of these. I've also got these are cool. I got these from who did I get these from? Ron Fern. These are from the 1973 Erorama. I thought that was pretty cool. And then I got some off-center versions of those. I don't know if that's going to focus. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, all right. What do y'all want to do? See, I don't know how to run a live chat. I want it to be like a back and forth kind of thing, a give and take. It just got so quiet in here. You're creeping me out. No wonder. Okay. Uh, what did you find from 1938? An elongated scent, Paula? I've been meaning to join the elongated. What's it called? The elongated Lincoln, the elongated scent society or whatever. I've been wanting to join that. It's very inexpensive, but I've just never had the money. But I want to do that. Yeah, the elongated scent. I'm gonna join the elongated scent, whatever it's called, at some point. But it'll be a while. First, I gotta get through summer seminar, and I think instead of going I really wanted to go to the World's Fair of Money, but instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Winter Fun Show. It's a lot cheaper for me, and I usually stay at the Days Inn Orlando, which is it's literally within walking distance. Please do, Paula. That would be awesome. Yeah, any way I can save money at a show, I do that. So I just did the math for Philadelphia, and it's just way too expensive for me. Although I would love to go to the Mint. I've only been to the Denver Mint, and I've been twice, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, the only thing with the days in Orlando, it's right by the IHOP, so you don't get a free breakfast. You got to go to the IHOP and pay. I mean, that's fine. It's not that expensive. You can eat there pretty cheap. And again, you cannot beat the location. I've been to Fun 4 or 5 times, and I love that location. And it's so cheap. I mean, it's $60 a night hotel, like with tax. Can't beat that. What is y'all's favorite variety? Anybody have a favorite variety or error? Oh, I gotta show y'all at some point. When Yeah, there's gonna be Bob. There's gonna be the Arorama, the banquet, and that'll be fun. But I'm not gonna get to go because it's too expensive. But I will go. I think Pittsburgh, whenever that show is coming up, that'll be a little bit cheaper. Did you? I don't know if y'all have seen. I don't know if I've got it around here, but I found a retained in color double struck Jefferson nickel in a mint set. It was 1974D in a mint set. I'd paid like $2 or $3 for the set, something like that. And I was literally I bought a bunch of junk from my coin dealer to try to resell, and that was in there. And I overpaid on everything, but then I found that I was going to price it, and I noticed a gash right along Jefferson's cheek. I'm like, a gash? What is that? Doesn't make any sense. This is a mint set. And that's when I kind of backed up and looked at the whole picture. And sure enough, it was a beautiful, beautiful double strike. It was a retained in color double strike. So it was struck and then fell down, rotated, and was struck again. So you could see Jefferson and then like a whole another rotated Jefferson on the back Monticello and then another Monticello. It was in a mint set. Let me see if I've got a picture. I don't think I do, but I can try to find one. That's the one thing I do like about this. Hey, John, welcome. No, I don't have a picture of it. Actually, I'm gonna go to. Let me do it this way. I'm gonna go to Coneca Online. I believe we have the back issue, and I will show it to you. So let me look it up. It's really cool. It's a neat coin. I ended up selling the mint set. I made really good money too. It was more than I paid for like the whole collection that I got ripped from. Now I'm lagging. It's probably because I opened up this browser. All right. Am I still lagging, or can you hear me? You're buffering. Oh, let me see if this will help. Did that help? I'm trying to find this coin real quick. Ah, here we go. Did that help any? Video's frozen now? Okay, hang on one sec. If y'all can hear me, I'm just going to download this image and then I will then I will I'm sorry. I'm gonna download this image and then I will close this out. I bet this is what's going on. Okay, let's see if that helped. All right. All right. Are we doing better now? There. Now we should be doing, is it better? All right. I think what happened was I opened up the other browser. Let me make sure I've got no background processes running too. Oh, good. It is working. All right. Let me make sure I got nothing. Hmm. Okay. All right. Cool. Anyway, let me load up this picture of that double struck that I found in the mint set. It's so cool. It's a beautiful coin. Well, if I can, all right, let me remove this image. I'm still learning this software, y'all, so just bear with me. And learning the live stream. This is, like I said, this is my very first live stream, so I literally have no idea what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go along. This is the, where did it go? Where did that save to? Huh. My mouse, no, my mouse is acting funky now. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't know if you can see that real well. That's the obverse. And now let's add the reverse. Image 2. Okay. Browse. Reverse. Now what's cool, uh, Mike, I think Mike Ellis pointed this out. Someone pointed out the S in cents on the reverse is right above the memorial. Uh, so it actually looks sort of like a war nickel. That S above the dome is, there's Megan. How are you doing? And yeah, we got everybody here. Cool. But yeah, and that color that does look like a war nickel, and that's the S from cents. You can imagine my shock when I found this. I was like, what the heck? I couldn't believe it. Right in that mint set. So it goes to show you, look through everything. Mike Ellis has been telling me that. I've known him since I was about 17, and he's told me for years, look through everything. Oh yeah, Megan found. Yeah, Megan, you're probably going to be the talk of the year at least. That's mm, when Megan. She actually showed me in, and I'll be honest. All right, so she showed me privately because on CoinOp we always get this. Hey, is this worth sending in? Is this should I send this in? And we almost always have to say no. Well, she I think she had asked something similar or said she was going to send something in, and I asked to see it, and she sent me the picture privately before she ever sent it in, and it was really cool, but I was still kind of skeptical because it's such an amazing find. I didn't know if, I mean, you never know until people prove it. It was one of those things I thought was probably too good to be true, but no, it was the real thing. So congratulations. Yeah, I think that was probably the find of the year. Bob? Did you hear about it? It was a 1969 S double I obverse. Huge, huge find. $24,000 coin in that grade. It's an AU-55. I've not found anything that cool. Uh, I've found a lot of coins, but nothing that cool. When I was a kid, I didn't know. Paula, that's a good question. I didn't know if she'd copied a picture or if it was like a counterfeit or what. I just thought, I don't know. So I actually do or I've done a presentation on cherry picking a few times, and when I say cherry picking, I actually include coins you can find in rolls, and I'm actually going to have to add that one now to my list in my talk because apparently you can find those. But yeah, shocked me. I was so happy for her. I mean, that's a huge find. When I was a kid, I found a lot of the 1995 double dies, but so did everyone else. They found, what was it, like, in it, in it 500,000 to a million of those found. And of course, people find them in coin op too, which is really cool. So they're still out there. I still love them. That's one of my favorite double dies, just because of the sentimental value. Is the 1995s. URS of 21. Yeah, that's 500,000 to a million known. And my family and I found about 600 that year. We were searching a lot though. We looked quite a bit. Well, and I hope I didn't come across too harsh. Apparently, I come across too harsh to people. Like this one guy earlier today. Oh, Paula. Yeah, you're the one that took care of him. This one guy did not want to hear my answer. He insisted he had this coin that was worth tons of money. It was just clearly beaten up. And I asked him, well, no, no, this was another guy. There was a guy last night that did it. Paul took care of some guy last night, but there was a guy today too that was apparently I rub people the wrong way. I don't mean to. I just people get mad at me. Paula took care of a guy last night that was being a smart aleck. It was funny. I was like, "Whoa! Don't mess with Paula." So, y'all have any questions about summer seminar or the ANA or Koneka? Oh, by the way, yeah, a lot of them are. I try to be patient. I really don't consider myself an expert. I consider myself a person that has learned enough that I can give some advice. And I don't like it when people get smart aleck with me. When I mean, if I don't know something, and I've been wrong plenty of times, believe me, uh, people have corrected me on some things, and I take it to heart, and don't take it personally, but I just know, okay, well, I need to work on that in the future. Um, if you go to the ANA's website, uh, you may see some of this stuff, but we have a lot of neat stuff that we can give away. Yeah, the new Aeroscope. Sorry, I'm reading chat and talking, and so if I'm all over the place, you'll have to excuse me. The new Aeroscope came. Our editor has had some health problems. I don't want to go into it, but just some pretty bad health problems, and so this issue was really late. So I mean, it was nothing he could do. It was nothing any of us could do. It was just, and so it was just one of those things. But hopefully we'll get it taken care of and fixed in the future. My glasses are all messed up. Let's see. Let me show you something. Image. Browse. Oh, does anyone remember the 1970 quarter struck on the 41 Canadian quarter? Anyone remember that? I'm lagging a little bit, so I'm trying to. Very cool, Bob. That's awesome. I'm lagging a little bit, I think. Not too bad, but a little bit. I'm trying to watch chat. Oh, it's I was just talking about you, Jessica. Say hi again to you. Hi again, please. No. Um, what am I doing? Am I lagging you that badly or no? I'm just curious. How are you, Jessica? I'm putting together a package for Tyler. So at some point, if you want to private message me your address on Facebook or something, that would be good. Yeah, which was it? Fishing or mushrooms? Or were you fishing for mushrooms? Oh, I was wondering if anyone remembered. It was in the big. It was in the news. I can't remember. It must have been last year. The 1970 S quarter struck on a 1941 Canadian quarter. I can't remember the guy that had it, but it was like 30. The guy wanted $35,000 for it, and it made national news. It was in oh all over the newspapers, like USA Today and that kind of thing. I think it broke in USA Today maybe. Anyway, what I was going to say about that was was that's it. I got to hold it. This was at one of the ANA shows. I obviously needed a haircut. Anyway, I thought that was kind of cool. I got to hold it. And just to show you that it is the same coin, um, here we go. That was it. Yeah, the guy was real nice. I also got to see a 43 copper cent. This was, last year, I think. And the only known 1974D steel, aluminum cent. They had that at one of the ANA shows too. So cool. Such a neat coin. And the ANA has its money museum, and they have one of the $1804. And I'll see if I can take some photographs while I'm there. I'm really looking forward to going back. I don't really, during summer, I have very little time, it seems like, to go to the museum, but I'm going to make some time this year. I'm trying to read chat. It got quiet. I'm just hanging out. I don't know what y'all want. Y'all can sit and stare at me, or if you have questions, ask me. Either one. But I want to thank you all for subscribing that have subscribed. That's really cool. I had another YouTube channel that I started in like 2006 when I had to drop out of college for medical reasons, and I started a YouTube channel that I tried to maintain for years and years and years, but it turned into more of a hassle. And there's a dark side of YouTube that people are very nasty, and so I pretty much gave up on that channel. And this is a much more pleasant experience. Message retracted. Huh. Talk coins. What do you want to talk about? I could talk about coins all day long in my experiences. Oh man, getting to meet Bill Fiva, getting to meet JT Stanton. Uh, Bob, that's a good question. I just had my red book too. I brought it with me just to see. Oh, you know what? So I told you in 1995, when I was a kid, my family and I went all around. I live in Northeast Arkansas. We went all around Northeast Arkansas, Southeast Missouri, Eastern Tennessee, even into Mississippi a little bit, looking for all the double dies. I'm going somewhere with this. So anyway, I had actually gotten to keep several of the ones that I had found. Now, keep in mind, at this time they were like $20 a coin. By the time we found a bunch of them, they were, but still $20 for a penny when you're 11 years old. That's really pretty cool. So anyway, there was a guy I'd gotten to sell some of my varieties, and I had $200. Was more money I'd ever had in my lifetime. And there was a collection, or we were outside of Memphis, Tennessee, and there was a guy that had a collection of errors. There was like three little pages of errors, and he wanted $85 for the collection. Well, this was a lot of money for me back then. I mean, it still is, but It was a lot of money. It was almost half my money. I didn't know if I wanted to do it, but I finally did. I said, yes, I do want it. In there was a 1970D Mint State 62 First Strike full mirror blockage. In fact, I ended up writing an article about it for Aeroscope. It was the very first article I ever wrote. I was 16 and got to write this article for Aeroscope about my coin. And that was the absolute nicest error I've ever had, hands down. Beautiful coin. I showed it to Fred Weinberg, Mike Ellis, James Wiles, Bill Fiva, JT Stanton, you name it. It showed all these guys, and they all said it was the nicest blockage they'd ever seen. 1970D Roosevelt dime. And I ended up moving around a lot in the last few years. And I would say in the last 15 years or so, lost it. Don't know where it is. I suspect it may have gotten stolen, but I've got no way to prove it. So, yeah, but that was just such an amazing coin. Um, I'll never see another one like it. This is the article I wrote about it. Uh, that's the coin. I don't know if you can. This doesn't do it justice, but look how beautiful. You know, the thing is, people talk about uh, two-headed coins. This is a legit two-headed coin. What happens is the a coin gets struck. It comes up, stays connected to the die. Another blank comes in, and essentially it acts as a die. So this coin has this regular face and the indented face from the coin, and that's why you have that look. And but you'll notice with magician's coins, they're always raised and not reversed. A real blockage is reversed and what's called incus, or as I call it, indented. Incus is the professional term. So yeah, it's that was a beautiful coin. I don't have it anymore, but I had it for a while. Move. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Hang on, yes, I removed the wrong thing. Sorry about that. I removed the wrong window. There we go. Oh, so what's everyone doing tonight? What do y'all do on Sunday nights? Yeah, I disappeared for a second. Yep. Is Jessica still here? Does anyone know if Jessica's still here? I wanted to let her know, and you guys know, I got a connection at the Mint, and he sends me stuff. Only a little bit LCC. That's what I'm calling you, by the way. Lincoln Central Coins. I'm calling you LCC. Um, but I was to say, I get, if I can find it, I get some cool stuff from the mint every now and then. They give me freebies because I told them I'm a district rep. I'm a district rep for the ANA and state rep for Conecuh, and I'm on the board of governors of Conecuh as well. And I'm going to be, in case you all are wondering, uh, oh, look at that. That's a pretty, like that. Well, if it'll, that's pretty 1958. Not really an over seven. Those were found out to not be true. It's pretty 58. Anyway, if you all want to run for elections, we're going to have elections coming up. If any of you are members and would like to run, otherwise, be on the lookout for candidates. I'm going to be running. I don't know if I'll be running for the current seat or another one, but I will be running again. I'm just not. I'm not sure if I want this seat again. Yes. Is it Hoogie? Hoogie's Hobby Shop? What do you want to know? I can tell you whatever you want to know. And Bob can too. Bob is. We got a lot of Florida people. I've got a lot of Florida people. He's out of Florida, and I'm out of Arkansas. But I'm an A&A district representative, and so is Bob. Oh, almost dropped. Oh, dropped a ton of coins. Hang on. But yeah, write your message while I pick this up, and I'll. All right, I'm back. Yeah. So, what would you like to know about the A&A? It's a wonderful organization. I've been a member since I was about 9 years old, 8 years old, maybe. Long time. It's the nation's largest coin collecting organization. It was founded in like the late 1800s, chartered by Congress in the 1900s. You get a monthly magazine called Numismatist, and you can either you can do one of two things. You can get the online edition, or you can get the hard copy edition. It's a softcover magazine, and you also get access to the library. There's a library. It's extensive numismatic library, and you get to check out books. You just pay for shipping each way, and they'll send you whatever you want. You can also take their. They have what's called the School of Numismatics, and they have correspondence courses. They also have the American Numismatic Association, or excuse me, the and a summer seminar. Summer seminar is 2 weeks in the summer. It's this week or this summer. It's June 16th through whatever that 2 weeks is, and you go there and you can take a class. It's a 9 to 5 class, and in my case, I'm going to be taking errors and varieties because that's what I collect. I've taken it before, but I'm taking it again because I liked it. The annual dues are, because I just read that. Let me see. I don't want to tell you wrong. The annual dues are $28 for the gold membership, and the gold membership is uh just the online magazine. That's what I've got. It's just the online magazine. The silver membership is oh, that's no, hang on. Platinum membership is the regular membership, and that's $46 annually. Uh, Link to the correspondence courses. That's a good question. Uh, let's see. In fact, I'm going to type in the chat here the website. That's the main website, and then I'm going to find. Let me go back to the home page. School of Numismatics. Okay. There is the diploma. It's a diploma program, and that is your correspondence courses. You also have summer seminar. Now, summer seminar. It's all right. This year, it's June 16th to the 28th. This is the 50th annual summer seminar. Um, that is really cool. It's the 50th annual, and they have scholarships for YNs. I believe it's 14 to 17. No, let's see. Is it 14 to 17 or 13 to? I'm looking here. Sorry. If you're a young numismatist, I think it's 13 to 17. Is young numismatists can apply for a full scholarship. If you get a full scholarship, they pay your flight out there, your food, your board, your room, all that, and it's totally free to you. The only thing they might have excursions that you can go on that you'll have to pay a little bit extra. They also have partial scholarships for adults. They might have full scholarships for adults. I'm not sure, but that's how I'm able to go this year. Is I got a partial scholarship, and when I say partial, they paid for almost. Well, they paid for more than half. Let's put it that way. Yes, Bob, I remember that. That's gonna be cool. Yeah, the ANA also has in their museum uh, at the bottom. They've got a uh, a die that's like an old-fashioned die that they did by hand. You know, when they what do they call it? I can't think of what it's called, but anyway, it's a die, and you can make errors on it. Not varieties, because as you know, varieties have to do with the die itself, and we're not allowed to mess with the dies. Just the planchets and the blanks and that kind of thing. Can't mess with their dies; they get mad about that. It's a lot of fun. I've gone to, let's see, maybe 7 or 8. Screw press. That's it, Bob. I've gone to like 7 or 8 summer seminars, and I've had a blast. So, summer seminar, I think, is actually probably one of the biggest advantages to joining the ANA because you get to rub shoulders with the biggest people in the hobby. I've now met Ken Brissett, who is the editor of Cherry Picker's Guide. I mean, excuse me, Red Book. Pardon me. editor of the Red Book enough times, he knows who I am. And it's not bragging. It's just, I've gotten to go that much. He's, he knows who I am. From going there as a YN and then a few times as an adult. So, and Q David Bowers is there every now and then. I've met him only a couple of times, but he's really cool. And Bill Fiva, I just love Bill. He's my favorite. He's just been he's been so good to me over the years. He's actually given me collections from his father's coins from his father's collection, and he's given me like coins to sell. He'll be like, "Hey David, I wanted to send you this. Get a good price for it," and it'll be like, oh, I don't know, where did I put it? I don't know, but like Indian head varieties. I mean, Indian head nickel varieties. And Mike Ellis, I met him in 2001, and he's been one of my best buds and mentors ever since. And he edited the Cherry Pickers Guide, and he's past A&A vice president. I mean, Coneca vice president. It's kind of funny being involved in the A&A and Coneca because it's hard to balance. Because I'm so involved in the errors and varieties. Um, I'm constantly thinking errors and varieties, but I'm also constantly thinking A&A. So I get A&A and Coneca mixed up when I'm talking sometimes. But yeah, if you are ever able to get to Summer Seminar, I suggest you go. It's totally worth it, and and you also have access as an A&A member. You have access to. I mean, you do anyway, but you get into the big shows like the World's Fair of Money and the National Money shows, and that's really cool. And you can go to Money Talks presentations, or you can give a Money Talks presentations. One of the things I would encourage you all to do is, if you're knowledgeable, why not write an article or do a presentation? You don't know unless you try. When I was 16, I wrote my very first article for Aeroscope, and it was just because I asked. I said, "Hey, can I write about my coin?" And they're like, "Yeah, go for it." And then I got up the nerve and submitted an article to Numismatist, and it got published. It was, and in fact, that year it was 2001, so I was 17, I guess. Is that right? 17, and I got the Ray Byrne Numismatic Literary Award, third place, all because I did it, and I got paid. That was the most that was the most money I've ever gotten paid for an article, by the way. $125. Not bad for just doing what I enjoy, right? I've not gotten paid that much for an article since, but hey. But yeah, write articles, um, do coin presentations. If you've got an interest, you need to pursue it, because if you don't, you're missing out. And you don't know unless you ask, literally. I mean, if I hadn't, well, I never would have met Bob, I don't think, really, if I hadn't done my Money Talks presentations. I did one in Orlando on cherry picking, and Bob came, and, you know, we've had a blast together. We've got many more years to go. You do, kid. You got to do a lot of writing. By the way, I wanted to thank you for joining me. It's kind of an honor to have you on my channel. It really is. It's very, 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 very cool. I just love this hobby. I'm getting more and more involved because, um, not to get into it too much, but I'm physically disabled and I can't really work, and and I've got some health problems. So I just threw myself into the hobby and have been continuing to throw myself even more into the hobby. Yeah, Jeff, you should. That's the thing. I think everyone, no matter how long you've been collecting, has a story to tell. And in fact, a lot of the articles that I write are about my experiences more than like knowledge. They're about my adventures, which is kind of what this channel is going to be about. I mean, I will answer any questions you have that I can answer, but Ken, for instance, does a really good job with that, and probably knows a lot more than I do in many instances. So, but if you want to know about experiences and that kind of thing, and my experiences specifically, obviously, I'll be glad to tell you. Um, are there any questions other than the ANA thing? The ANA question was a very good question. I hope you found that link. I put a link to Koneka. Kid, that's funny. Yeah. Well, this is a good hobby. I was watching you talk about how you can make a couple hundred extra bucks a month by looking for varieties and errors. And you're right. And selling them. I'm back in coin op. I was not in the I was not a part of the sales group for a little while because I had some issues, and but I'm back in there, and I'm actually going to rejoin and sell some more stuff. I've got some coins that I need to get rid of. I've got more coming in. I've got a person that I buy from, and they know I'm buying them to resell, so they give me really really good prices. I also cherry pick. Anyone else cherry pick? Ooh, what advice would you offer a novice collector just starting out? That's a good one. Definitely join the ANA. If you're joining any club, join the ANA. And reach out to those who know more than you, or to what eventually will be your heroes or mentors, because they are not only going to be great friends, but they're going to be great sources of knowledge. I love being able to call up Bill Fiva and ask him when I've got a question. And that started when I was 8 years old, and it's turned into a friendship. And so, yeah, and Bob has great advice. Start a library. And the thing is, kids today have a really good advantage. When I was 16, I didn't have a phone. I didn't have my first cell phone until I was 18, and it was a flip phone, and it was for emergency use only. And my parents made it very clear if I used it for anything other than emergencies, I was in trouble. Well, now on your phone, you go to varietyvista.com and you go to coppercoins.com and Wexler's double-to-die.com. Um, and to join Facebook groups and just reach out to people. It's so easier now to reach out to people and find the information you're looking for. Information is at your fingertips. And I think you just have to reach out and want it. And also, don't get discouraged. You know, when I first started collecting and I was looking for varieties, everything I saw was a variety or an error. Every single coin, and of course, that's not the case. you know, you're going to be wrong a lot in the beginning, and that's just part of it. And what do you do with that? Do you learn from that, or do you get upset? You know, in coin op, we see a lot of people just that get upset. Those people, I don't think are going to make it, even in the hobby. Don't look at it as business. Look at it as a hobby. If they can't stand being wrong, they're not going to learn. So I think that they've really got to be okay with being incorrect, because we're not all correct all the time. I know that was kind of long-winded, but that's my thoughts on it. But I love the library thing because again, there's so much at people's fingertips. You know, Variety Vista was not around when I was a kid, and so or DoubleToDie.com or uh, Copper Coins. Yeah, my nephew. I know. Well, and the other thing too, if they're doing errors and varieties, if they're doing errors and varieties, learn the minting process. Learn how coins are made. If you learn how coins are made, you learn what can go wrong in the process of making coins. And when things go wrong, that's where you get your errors and your varieties. I was talking to a guy tonight. He had a very obviously post mint damaged coin, and he got so mad at me. And I said, finally, all right, where in the minting process did it happen? Where did this error happen? And he said, you're supposed to tell me. And I said, I am telling you, it didn't happen in the minting process. That's the thing. If it had happened in the minting process, we'd know that it was, we'd know what it was, but it clearly did not happen in the minting process. It happened after the coin was released. Because so many people on CoinOp don't know the minting process at all, don't have the slightest clue how coins are made. And I'll be honest, I have been one of these people that has said, "Have you looked at Google?" I know they come to us for advice, but you know, I have told people to Google first, and I know I shouldn't do that, and I'm trying not to do that lately, but sometimes I can't help it. Yeah, but if you know the mini process, you can really tell how an error occurred or variety, and the difference between an error and variety, which you went over, Ken, because a lot of people don't realize there's a difference, or they'll say, "Well, like you know, we get the question, what uh, what years have errors?" All of them. Errors are made all the time. What years have major varieties? That's a different question. So I think people need to learn that distinction too. I'm actually supposed to go speak at the Scouts on Wednesday. I don't know what I'm speaking about yet. They're supposed to give me some information about that coming up. So I'm excited about that. That's a Wednesday night. But I'll still manage to catch your chat, Ken. At least some of it. And I'm a night owl. I stay up all hours of the night. I'm sorry, I keep fixing my glasses. It's just annoying me. I stay up all hours of the night. So I'll pretty much catch you whenever you're on at all. I'm so glad I know how to do this now. Oh, that's another thing, Paula. That's a really good point too. The If they're looking to make a fast buck, I'd say they've got the wrong hobby. You know, this is not. I make some money every now and then, but it's nothing that's gonna break the bank. It's nothing that's gonna. I'm not gonna be able to buy a mansion. You know, it's not. There are a few random cases, like for instance, uh, uh, I just lost it. Megan Greens. There are a few. I mean, that doesn't happen often. That's not usual. That's why it's such a great story. You had this $24,000 coin in a coin roll. It doesn't happen. That's the whole point. That's what is an amazing story about it. It's not that it happens a lot and people. Oh, one of my pet peeves is the 19. I'll show you. One of my pet peeves is this question. One of my pet peeves is this question. I've got the large date, or I've got the small date. Is it rare? First off, you've got the large date. Second off, you got the zinc. Third off, you got Philadelphia. And it's like, I looked up the mintage just for 1982 Denver small dates. There were 6 billion coins minted. One of those so far, out of the 6 billion, has been a 1982D copper small date. 1 out of 6 billion. Your odds of finding that are worse than winning the lottery multiple times. I'm not saying don't look for them, but I'm just saying don't chase the impossible. You know, if I find 88 reverse of 89s, etc., I'm happy. You know, or things like that. If I find, heck, if I find, well, not so much die chips. I've got so many die chips. It's not even funny. I've got rolls of die chips. But I bought it for like $2 a roll. So I mean, and they're BU. So I'll sell them for 50 cents at a time for the next 10 years. I never played, but this is a true story. One time I was kind of half playing, but kind of half serious. I'm like, God, why don't I ever win the lottery? And it wasn't like a voice, but it was a thought that said, you never play. And I just went, wow, that's a good point. If you don't play, you can't you can't win if you don't play. One time I won $500 on a $10 scratch off, and then I over the next several weeks bought more scratch offs and wasted all that money. I could have bought a really nice double die with that. It was hilarious. We've got a lot of people from Florida. Bob's from Florida. Ken's from Florida. Amber Panel is from Florida. Um, Mark Letterman, president of Coneca, is from Florida. And yeah, Florida's got a lot of people. I love Orlando. You know, it's funny. As many times as I've been to Orlando, I've actually only been to Disney World once, though. Oh, we went on Space Mountain. That was fun. I was 10 or 11. My mom and stepdad were horrified. They were so scared. And I was pretty shaken up, but I was not. I mean, that literally ended the trip for them. They were like, "No, we're done. Not can't handle it." All right, Ken. Thank you so much for joining me, and uh, I'll keep uh, looking for your streams too. So that sounds good. Thank you for the support. I really, really, really appreciate it. So we got 10 people, and we've got like three or four chatting. Are the rest of you stalkers? Why are you being so quiet? Hmm. I want to see something too. I don't know. Oops. What did that? I lost it. Where am I at? There we are. Oh, we're good. Is he? Paula, that's good to know. Um, what time is the big show? I forgot. Is it at 9? Is that right? 9 o'clock? Yes, thank you. Hit that like button. Smash that like button. S- Smash it like an RPM. Oh, 9:30. Okay. Well, I'm just chilling until people leave. So I don't know. Does anyone have any questions or stories? Anyone want to sing or dance or anything like that? Really, uh, LCC. I forgot your name. I know it. It's on the. I saw it, but I forgot it. But anyway, yeah, I'm in Northeast Arkansas, in Jonesboro, about an hour 15 minutes from Memphis, Tennessee. And my mom is in Mississippi. Is it Nesbit? Nesbit, Mississippi, I think. No, Greer's Landing, I think. Something like that. Yeah, Bob, I will Bob, I'll do that right now. Let me go. Now I don't have a new cherry picker or a new red book, but I've got one that no, you're not too much of a nerd. There's no such thing as too much of a nerd. I'll be right back up, Bob. I'm gonna get my red book. I'll be right back, y'all. 1 second. I found it. I forgot it's under a bunch of junk. Um, it's under all this. By the way, I'm only going to say this. Well, I just lost it. Okay, here it is. I'm only going to say this a couple of times. You can make donations to my channel. You can certainly make donations to my channel. I'm putting it in here. This is my PayPal. But you don't have to. It's not necessary. I do this because it's fun and because I want to. So, yeah, that's there. I'll probably mention it once or twice in chat. Thank you, Megan. I will see you soon. I'm gonna try. Like I said, I'm gonna call Barbara Gregory, or maybe email her about maybe doing an article for you about you for numismatists. All right. Let's see. Appendix A, is that correct? Oh, this one's really old. Look at that. That would have been my second summer seminar when he did that. I wonder if Megan will send me. Is it Megan or Megan? How do you say it? I'm gonna say Megan, and you correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, I wonder if Megan will send me the second 1969 double thou verse that she finds. Megan, if you find that other one, if you find another one, you can donate that to the channel. We do accept those donations. Oh, here we go. Wait. Dang it. I'm looking. I'm looking. I know they're here. Oh, I know what I was going to say. I was going to mention this earlier. My Brockage, actually, that I had was going to be in the Red Book. He was actually, because, they got pictures of Brockage, of the errors and varieties, but, of the errors. Well, he was actually going to use mine, but I couldn't get a high enough quality resolution photo for him at the time. Now, of course, it'd be easy, but I don't have the coin anymore. So, yeah. Hello, LCC, you there? Uh-oh. Am I not here? I'm confused. Um, okay. Uh, the prices, at least from what I can see in the 2001 book, are low. This is like $3.50 for a off-center Lincoln. Now, when I was young, that was a good price. That was a reasonable price, but they've gone up since then. So I would say that's low. You can get them from I was gonna go from anywhere from 6 to 8 to 10 now. And clip planchets or incomplete planchets is what they're actually called. Incomplete planchets are uh, $3. Yeah, that's too low, I think. So I would say the prices are too low, but it depends on what the new Red Books say. Which remind me, Bob, I need to get a copy of the 2018 Red Book or 19, whatever's when we're at summer seminar, because I want to get Ken Brissett to sign it. So if you would remind me of that. There we go. Well, whoa, am I liking that bad? LCC. Oh, is 2019 out now? Cool. Well, remind me, they should have them for sale at the A&A. When we're at Summer Seminar, I assume I'll have the money. You've sent me with your little. I don't want to embarrass Bob, but he helped me out with Summer Seminar a little bit, so that well, what it was is last year at Summer Seminar, I go by Greyhound, and so on Greyhound, you get there whenever they get you there. And I missed opening ceremonies and everything, and registration and all that for Summer Seminar last year. Got there like after everything. Thanks, John. We'll see you. See you next time. And but Bob has helped me out, so I'm going to get there day before, so I can get there super late and then go to opening ceremonies and all that. So I'm excited. Actually, I've got opening ceremonies this year. Meant to tell you too, Bob. I asked about the bull sessions, and I've still not heard anything. So I don't know what's going on about that. We will see. But I definitely need, we're almost 6 weeks from Summer Seminar, and I need at least a couple of weeks' notice. When I did the bull session last year, that's true, Bob. That would be awesome. Yeah. And I also want to go to see Ken Hallenbeck. Ken Hallenbeck, in case y'all don't know, is past executive director of the ANA and past president of the ANA. And he has a coin shop in Colorado Springs. And I got to hang out with him this past National Money Show in Irving, Texas. There was a invite only thing to honor the philanthropy of Ben E. Keith Company and what's the other one? They always do everything for the ANA. Oh gosh, I can't think right now. But anyway, I got to go to that. That was really cool. And Ken Hallenbeck was there, and we got to visit. Oh, does anyone know where I can sell? And I don't want to make a killing, but I've got a lot of books and auction catalogs that I don't need, that I literally, they were at my local library for like $1 a box. So I've got like 5 boxes. So I'd like to sell them, for a couple of bucks a piece. If anyone knows anybody that wants to buy auction catalogs, I've got a few. All right, I see 1, 2, 3 people chatting. So I've got 6 people watching me. Who's spying on me? Thank you, by the way, even if you're not talking. If you're just stalking me, that's okay. Just hit the like button. Yes, I'm going to try to wrap up here soon. Oh, wow. I just spilled coins. Coins on the brain. I spilled Coke all over me. I just tried to open up my soda and spilled it all over me. Yeah, I'll be at the big show in 30 minutes or so. That sounds great. And I don't know. Let me know, I guess, if this is a good time for y'all. We may just do this on Sundays, or we may do it other days if y'all want to do it another day. But I just picked this because it was the 6th at 6. And I thought it kind of rhymed, or not, or went together. Yeah, gotta look out for those 82D small date coppers. I need to get a new. I need to get a new USB microscope too. That's going to be my one of the things I get next month. So is this a good time then? Start about 6 p.m. Central, and then cut off, and then so you got like Ken, and then me, and then Ken. But yeah, I gotta get a new microscope. I actually have a, but the cool thing is I found on my phone. I've got an app that's called. Oh crap! I forgot what it's called. It it's macro camera. That's what it is. Macro camera, and it takes really good photos too. Actually, it actually takes surprisingly good photos for doubling. I was really surprised. Bob, thank you so much. Message me or email me sometime and let me know if this is a good time. And if y'all want to do it once a week or I don't know, once a month, once every 2 weeks, whatever y'all want to do. And I'll try to have more structure, but I didn't know what people wanted to do. So thought we just chat. So if y'all have any questions though, message me on Facebook or here, or write it in the comments or whatever. I don't care. But it'll give me ideas for shows. I've been meaning to get that app actually. The Look Z app. I need to get that. Uh, I've heard they're really great. I just haven't downloaded it yet. So thank you for reminding me that. I'll definitely check into that. I don't have an iPhone, but still it should work. I've got a. It's a LG. I mean, it's a smartphone, so it should work. All right. Uh, Anyone else around? I see Jeff and then I see LCC. That's what I'm calling you for now. By the way, if anyone wants to be a moderator, I can add you. I mean, I don't really necessarily need one at this point, but I will at some point, I'm sure, fingers crossed, need one when this channel gets as many views as Ken does, right? Paula, thank you so much. It's so good to see you. Hey, Chris, what are you doing? All right, does anyone want to go to the. Uh, is there anything else? Anything else going on? Otherwise, I'll shut up and let everybody go to the big show, and I'll go there too. Um, All right, bye, Paula. I need to get more coins. I ran out of money this month already, believe it or not. So I haven't been able to go to the bank and get pennies. I need to. I really just need to keep $25 just just all the time. Just make sure I always have it in pennies all the time, and go to the bank and just continuously have a box because I miss it. I need to look for some more. All right, thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. And yeah, if anyone needs me, I'm gonna be posting on my page. Why don't we do this again next Sunday night, maybe? I'll tentatively plan for next Sunday night at 6. And if we decide twice, or if we decide once a week's too much, then it's gonna be too much, and we'll just cut back. Otherwise, why don't we plan for that? It'll be the 13th, Sunday the 13th at 6 p.m. Central. Does that sound good to everybody? Cool. Well, that sounds good to me. Anything else before I go then? We gonna head over to Ken's channel. Does anyone have a link to his channel, by the way? Go ahead and put it here in chat if you've got a link to his channel. I want to give him credit. That was really, really nice of him to drop by and be supportive. I just love this hobby. There are so many wonderful, wonderful people. I mean, I wouldn't trade this hobby for any other hobby in the world. It's been way too good to me. All right, thank y'all so much. Well, yeah, someone drop his link there, and then I'll stop this and head on over there. So I hope y'all have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you next week. Next week it's going to be the 13th at 6 p.m. Central. All right, thank you all so much. I really, really, really appreciate it.